Shouts out to the one and only Michael Jordan. And them Jordans and all the rest and Hurricane Florence. That sort of thing is to have a wicked steal. Nobody knows what that means. That means to have a wicked image that's sitting there. Not like that. No, not the devil. I'm talking about Michael Jordan. That's a play on words. To have that sort of thing, I was gonna say wicked steal, and yet I did, right? Pertaining to his image sitting there, right? Does anybody know the backstory of Michael Jordan pertaining to the fiasco and the scandal with the shoes and, yes, individuals that have gotten harmed, shot out, and killed? Shout out. That's my shout out as in love to his end, right? Over kids that have, in fact, yes, killed one another over the Jordan tennis shoe, right? I'm saying, before I get into this, like, subscribe, ID in the Discovery Channel. Yes, ID in the Discovery Channel. The links are provided below. Get that Discovery Go app as well as that ID Go app. Get those two and combine them together. Make them one. Be a team on a player with even that. Shouts out to Discovery. Shouts out to a player. Hey. But yes, when I say the wicked steal pertaining to when young kids, in fact, buy Jordans and other individuals, such as their age and sometimes older, try to steal those very same shoes that they have paid for, or even their parents have paid with hard-earned money, right? Michael Jordan shoes, right? When I was a child, I wasn't really allowed to wear those sort of shoes because people, in fact, get killed. But for me to even endorse even a Michael Jordan on the misprint as in what I just said, I got to clean that up, right? Because you don't want to, you in fact want to help advertise the shoe, but you want to teach the children not to be killing and shooting and stealing from other individuals. Don't take what's not yours is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, for Jordan, he's not responsible for even the deaths, such as the killings and all the rest, but it is wise for even him to come out and, yes, speak about what has happened, as in the shooting and the killing and even possible stabbing of children, yes, being taken and shook for their shoes. That sort of thing is not right. It helps to have a spokesperson or a PR team or something to speak on that. But sometimes the best way to handle that sort of thing is to, in fact, show your face on camera, not me sitting here, but Michael Jordan himself, and expressing that you love the people, despite him not really answering completely, fully in the way that people wanted him to. You can't please everybody is what I'm trying to say. But yes, hurricane victims and Michael Jordan meet head to head, and they should. They in fact should. Because there's many celebrities that get fame and they in fact forget that everyday people is watching and looking at them. They in fact, everyday people sometimes become the forgotten people. As in the past, once people in fact seek, gain, and obtain fame, sometimes celebrities don't play their part by giving back. So yes, this kind of act of Jordan getting involved with hurricane victims in 2018, shouts out to Carolinas, right? This is in fact a good look after much backlash over innocent victims, in which I spoke on pertaining to those Jordan sneakers, right? Yeah, he was in fact, his everything was being not torn down, but somewhat by the people, because to yes, buy something, that's to say that that's the people's choice, and them buying your sneaker, your shoe, right? As you endorsing the shoe being Michael Jordan, right? You're endorsing the shoe, and yet that's to say that was the people's choice, as in from their own end. But it's still wise to speak out and say. But to even do it better is to do this. Yes. So the Jordan sneaker shoe, yes, with all that, that's in fact the backstory, and I had to put that even in. But the hurricane victims, they not just need a Michael Jordan, they need all type of people. What is Michael Jordan doing, you ask? On Friday, September 21st, 2018, the one and only Michael Jordan packed boxes full of food for victims of Hurricane Florence. Did you get that? You might, in fact, want to repeat that process and what he did. Yes, in relation to what he has did or done, or whoever wants me to talk proper with that sort of thing. That's a strikeout on even my end. Who cares? I'm saying the proper English and all that. I do what I feel. So yeah, MJ being his nickname. Yes, he did. He in fact packed boxes full of food for those victims, right? So that they're not forgotten, because to be a Michael Jordan and have that much money is to say, what do you say? Or what do you have? A good luck charm, right? Somebody's going to in fact eat, as in the belly is going to be full, and it should. Because even God or the universe would even want him to do that, as in a thanks, right? But yes, MJ being his nickname and owner of the Hornets, he set foot to box cereal. Yes, he did. To box cereal and other goods on an assembly line. That's hard work right there. I'm saying the average everyday individuals that do that sort of thing. He's in fact doing that too, to make that sort of job in fact look cool. For people that young kids and all the rest that don't want to work those type of jobs, I'm not working in a factory, no assembly line. Michael Jordan is in fact making that sort of job look cool for the day, as in he did. On Friday, yes, September 21st to be exact. He stood right there on the assembly line and boxed some cereal and some other goods. Those kind acts was done for, yes, victims affected by the storm, which rolled in like a stampede to be exact. Those people still, I already said it in the beginning, those people still have to eat, and yet they're time and time again are forgotten, because you got individuals that in fact sit and watch and love, sing along with celebrities and yet they don't even themselves get involved with stuff like this. That's not going to work to allow just celebrities to get involved, despite you feel you're not having that much money or not that many funds at hand. Sometimes it helps to give what you can, even if it's $10, $15, or $20. That's all I'm trying to say with that sort of thing. But yes, when the storm and all the rest crashed in, it in fact hit parts of the East Coast. Yes, it did last week, right? Jordan in fact donated $2 million on Tuesday to the relief. To foot the bill on the cause is to be a boss with even that, right? So yes, if you want to donate, you can in fact check it out online at redcross.org. If you want to help by getting involved to donate to Hurricane Florence victims, because they in fact need you, we in fact need you. Discovery, yes, donated as well. Many individuals and corporations in fact did and do, right? But not everybody does, right? So Jordan's shirt is for sale, with all proceeds going to Florence victims as well. I should have posted a photograph pertaining to his shirt that's being sold. To buy that man's shirt is to say the proceeds, yes, all the proceeds are in fact going to go to Florence victims. Just has to. His shirt includes a Hornets logo in the center of North and South Carolina. North and South Carolina with the Hornets right in the center. How cool is that? That's lovely. Do tell. I think that's all to be said about that sort of thing. That was in fact a short piece. I just had to put that out there because why you ask, I love it. They say to state your intention. State your intention as in the reason of why you put something out there, right? Because I like causes. I like when people give stuff. I like when people recognize the homeless. I recognize when stuff like this happens, such as disaster, and there needing to be relief in community of people. I like when people get involved with that sort of thing. The human campaign, right? Let me make this a closing statement, and then I'm going to close this video out, because even this needs to be stated. It's going to almost repeat the repetitious nature of my own end, and it should be for even your own eyes, the viewer, an expression of where you might have forgot these sort of people, victims and all the rest, right? Charity goes a long way. It always does. And yet it's a forgotten gem. Whether the gift is big or small, it always helps to give to those in need. That's a true statement. Sometimes the best examples to express giving are celebrities at times. Since celebrities, we live in a very celebrity-laden culture here in America, right? So celebrity obsession is in fact real. That's the culture that we in fact lived in. there's no more being served to anybody else here in America outside of the celebrity, right? So whatever the celebrity say is in fact gold, right? As in it stands and it sticks with the people that watch them. You can have any type of other person come out their mouth and say something, right? Sometimes it could even be a politician, but if a rapper or singer didn't say it, then it doesn't hold or carry that much weight, right? I'm saying since celebrities, yes, they are at the forefront of politics, but sometimes even more so than politicians in 2018, right? That they're a highly vocal piece, right? And so in order for me to be a watcher of them at the forefront is to say I'm going to in fact pay attention to their decisions. But not only should I pay attention to how they spend their money and them showing me without them specifically teaching me, because sometimes celebrities get carried away spending too much of their own funds to the fact that they go broke. Instead of you being a viewer paying so much attention to that, you should in fact scope in on the charity aspect of what they're doing for other people in the line of good. Because remember, even the law of attraction is in fact real, and even karma is real, as in what you put out into the atmosphere in fact comes back. Do tell from my end to yours. Once again, what you put out there in fact does come back to you. Even money being funneled to charity organizations, you being a celebrity, is to say that sort of thing is going to come back, right? And yet for viewers to sit and watch the celebrity based upon the celebrity just spending money on shoes, clothes, houses, boats, and yachts, is to say many viewers would in fact watch that sort of celebrity and go for broke trying to repeat the process of that. It helps to have balance in life by giving to charities as well. Because once again, I already said that. I said that 3 times already. What you put out, even in charity, is going to come back to you. So while you're almost on the way for going broke, it's to say that sort of thing has to come back as well. Even God or the universe is in that process. You just don't want to walk around spending money on shoes and clothes, following the footsteps of a celebrity, and then not do that good deed of the charity as well. That's how people go completely for broke, because they get so caught up in their own image. They don't want to help anybody else, and that's sad in itself, because you're going to be deep in the hole and devastation with that. While the celebrity continue to stay famous and make money and all the rest, you're going to be, yes, down on the highlight as up under, as in the cross space, possibly with even brokenness in your funds. The charity is more valuable. So, yes, that had to be told, and I needed to even teach that lesson, because if that sort of thing is not taught and told, people, yes, are in fact, everyday people are in fact left to die off, because we have a lot of celebrities as well as we got a massive population all over the world, and yet not everybody pays attention. They will use every excuse. Well, I ain't got $10, $15, but you just bought some Jordan shoes. See what I'm saying? So you can't make excuses with that. I usually say sorry excuses of what you ain't gonna give. And yet if you're buying Jordan shoes, I must stamp that even on my own video. Even Michael Jordan's. So that's all for now. That's all love to be said. What do you feel about the Michael Jordan shoe scandal? Point that in the direction of the, I was gonna say the travel section. Why was I gonna say the travel section? That don't even exist. Yes, the travel channel in fact exists, but not the travel section. Hell no. But yes, point in the, not even in the description, down in the comment section of what you feel about not only the Jordan sneakers and these kids killing each other for the shoes and apparel of Michael Jordan, right? And the logos and all that being on it, being sold through Nike. What do you feel about that? And not only that, how do you feel about him making up for that sort of thing, as in him getting involved in the way that he did and has? Leave a comment on that. I'm saying you never even know, even across, not just here but outside. Yes, when news reporters do their own thing as well, people should leave the comment and express, and they do, right? But more people should. Some people are quiet, because even celebrities read their own stuff. They do. Michael Jordan and all the rest of them. People don't know that sort of thing. To help improve stuff is to in fact read the comment section. And you being a part of public relations, and you're working on a team with a team of people, and you're wanting to know what needs improvement and all the rest. Michael Jordan, Bill Cosby, Janet Jackson, even Michael Jackson back in his day and age. All that just has to be stated, and yet not many people do. I just take the time to do it because I'm forward, driving on the move with that. So recommended for you. Shouts out to Paula. Description is right here. For those that don't know, they might just think these are, oh, those are still photos. No, more is up underneath that. Just roll across it, right? This is in fact investigationdiscovery.com. The website is where you can find that. If you're new to Discovery, not everybody watches anything Discovery, not even the own network. So I needed to say that as well. So, yes, Evil Lives here. Description is right there. You can in fact add this to your favorite by clicking the plus button. Fatal Vows. Shouts out to Lieutenant Joe Kenda, Homicide Hunter. Yes. Red Rum. ID Now. I was going to say ID Go because I always say, yes, ID Go in the opening, right? But there's in fact Go Original right here. Twisted Sisters, Blood Relatives, American Monster, Murder by Numbers. Unlocked episodes, Twisted Sisters, Season 1, Episode 3. You can click the play button and you would in fact, yes, be dragged all the way in, as in you being able to see. As only time tells once you make your way here enough to do that sort of thing. What is going to await you despite the description being there. There's more to this. Add to watch later. You can in fact click that plus. I said that already. In plain sight. What lies beneath. To catch a killer. Twisted Sisters. Blood Runs Code. Twisted. Murder by Numbers. Deadline. Crime with Tamron Hall. Did you see that? The black face pertaining to when people question me speaking on Michael Jordan. When some people that don't tune in, when I said that already, they don't tune in sometimes, black folks, in relation to ID, investigation, discovery, because they're like, well, I don't hardly see black folks and all. Yeah, right here. Yes, discovery, in fact, right there, Twisted, in fact, practice diversity as well as inclusion. There's programs for that sort of thing all across the globe, where you feel left out and yet colored folks are there. Colored. That is funny. That's in fact true. But yes, what is on right now? You're asking Diabolico. The year 2013. Look right up here in the far left corner where see it? On last night, Fatal Vows Season 6 Episode 7. In order to get in to this, that's a lock and key, right? As in it's been put away. You gotta provide your provider. Yes, do you watch cable? What do you watch? What do you have? Some people don't even watch that. They still watch the radio. That is so funny. Killer in plain sight. Killer playback, I'm sorry. In plain sight, killer payback. Notice the longer I go with each video, my words are less tongue-tied. That, in fact, is the truth. In plain sight, deadly women. I said that in my last video, my Suge Knight video. The longer I make videos, the less tongue-tied. But sometimes I even throw tongue-tied in there. Yes, well, tongue-tied twist sometimes to make things appear more imperfect. The imperfection level of it being more real life. Because we are real life entertainment. Their Discovery. Women in prison, real talk. Women in prison, real talk. To Catch a Killer, The Perfect Murder. Twisted Sisters, Evil Lives Here. ID Original Series, To Catch a Killer, Inside the Chase. Twisted. Pamela Smart, Missing Pieces. Anywhere you go in here, you will find something good. Y'all see my bad boy right there? Lieutenant Joe Kenda. That's my dude. My series. And I don't mean Johnny Gill. Schedule preview. Support the children's hurricane relief efforts. That's what I was just speaking on pertaining to Michael Jordan, the man himself. The crime feed. To click right here is to be taken, driven outside to the crime feed, crimefeed.com on the other side of the wall, not specifically, but out there, yes, and I don't mean a rear, but somewhat close with that sort of thing. my joke in my last video when I spoke of yes, even Manson's dentures, how his fans would want to wear those sort of things, as in cop them and buy them. You never even know. Wear them as a grill. To receive a newsletter is to type your email in and click next, and you would in fact receive that from the one and only Discovery itself. This man's face still, that's no mockery on the stat report, no. It isn't. I should, but I'm going to leave that one alone with that sort of thing. What, racism and all that, right? That ain't even my game. When I said that was for retards, racist people, that's in fact, yes, that's like low graded. What? Let the racists do what they do. I'm all the way over here, as in I'm not bothered. No. And not would I ever be. Helps to be high class. And even me saying, I'm saying a rise above. I'm not saying high class all like that despite Discovery and the OWN network. No, I'm saying pertaining to when people want to get on the field and play races and all that, I leave them where they at, as in they're not bothersome to me. Because they don't call me specifically by name, so hell no, I'm not bothered by those sort of people, right? Which could be why they're up underneath my feet. That has to be stated as well. Some people, in fact, get in a sensitive mode about racist people. I'm like, well, so what? Leave them where they at. That's possibly why it's division, as in leave them over there. That's how you handle that. So I think that's all to be said about that. It is. And I'm gone. Love to the Hornets. That's a play on words. It means goodbye.